we have a question from Marv. He wants to know how to synchronize 3 video tracks that have no audio, and is there a way he can do that? Let's show him how to do that. Okay, that's actually a great question from Marv, because a lot of people overlook this this feature here in the multi-camera, that you don't necessarily need to synchronize on audio. You have other options. So let's just look at the options first. Here I have 3 clips. 2 of them are from inside the car. This one here and this one here. We'll just block this one out. Eventually they all come to this point where they see this wall here. And let's just look at the last one. That one's right here. Okay. And that comes to that, let's see, that it practically starts at that wall right down there. So how can we synchronize these? Let's first just explore what options we have other than audio to synchronize them. So we're going to go ahead and select all 3, and we're going to create multi-camera clip. I'm not going to bother giving it a name, but synchronization method. People forget that this is a drop-down list. The default is audio because that's probably the easiest way to do it. But here we go. First frame, first marker. So these are the 2 other options that you have. If these 3 things, these 3 video clips were taken at exactly the same time, and you can identify exactly where the first frame is, you would choose this option, and you would simply make sure that you have trimmed off the parts of the video that precede that in any of the clips, so that you're starting on exactly the same frame. But an easier way, and not an easier way, but a different way, is first marker. So we can actually put a marker on each time or each video clip where they all match up, if we can identify such a spot. And I think in my video here, I'm just going to abandon this here for this time being, because the interesting thing about this is that, and I'm going to take off the magnetic timeline so we aren't moving things around, so we actually can move things around, because what we know here is this is like a 7-minute video clip. The first 2 clips are actually identical, so they don't need any synchronization because they're taken from the same camera within the car, and just you could do it. But what we want to do is we want to identify that one spot where, and I think perhaps I'm going to block this one out for the time being, and we're looking at the 2nd row here, and we go here, and we're parked here, ready to go. Let's see if we can spot this red car. That car is pulling up as we pull up to the stop here. And let's see here. The car is more or less stopped, but we can probably identify this car here. Let's see if we can identify this car here where the wheel is right on there. Okay, let's see if we can use that. I'm not sure we can, but we're going to select that, and we're going to just press M on the timeline. Press M on the keyboard, and that's going to put a marker right at that one spot. And we can click on it, we get back to it. Now, as I said, this is identical up here, so I shouldn't have to do anything. I'll use just another mark, so they won't be exactly identical, but the marks are going to match up. So the point is, okay, so you don't want to add another mark to the same clip. You want to make sure you select that clip and put a mark. That should have put us a mark right there. Okay, so first mark, that means that these marks are going to line up. Now let's see if we can identify this clip here. Again, let's go here, and we were going to take these offline here temporarily, and let's start right here. And here we can see the red car just a little bit, and we put our mark right when the tire hit the curb right there. Now, obviously, the precision here depends on how well you can match up an exact frame. Okay, so we are now, we're going to select this one, and we're going to go ahead and put the mark right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to match these up. Let's go ahead and expand them a little bit. Well, we're not going to match them up because that's what we want the synchronization to do. But basically, this is what should happen. So I'm going to go ahead and just move this back to the beginning of the timeline. Usually when the starting points you're using audio are too far apart, you'll get a failure of synchronization. But since we're using the mark, this should work. So let's do this. Select the 3 tracks, right-click, create multi-clip, change it from audio to first marker. Let's do this, and let's see if we can get it. Boom, it did it instantly. Now, how can we verify that it's actually lined up? Let's go ahead and instead of viewing the timeline, let's view inside the clip. And we can now see that the 3 markers lined up perfectly. So this is what you need to do. You need to identify the common spot or the specific frame. And keep in mind that when you're working on the timeline, the more you can stretch it out, and you can stretch it out so every click is a frame, the better off you are at